So that guy looks like a member of a 1970s rock band.
The next Oak Grove train arrives in 3 minutes.
No, I'm not stalking him. He was standing right in front of me 2 minutes ago. Definitely looks like a member of the band Boston in 1976. Like in 1976, not from 1976, but in 1976. The hair is kind of epic. Yeah.
Train to Forest Hills is now arriving.
I think I dropped something and I can't tell what it is. So Mr. 70s rock star seems to have run away. That's okay because I was filming him. I don't blame him. And now I'm the one who looks like a weirdo filming people on the platform. Yeah.
This is Back Bay. The destination of this train is Forest
Wow.
Hills,
It's like marijuana central in here.
Massachusetts Avenue. Doors will open on the left. Change here for bus connections.
It is literally like a pot
This
party
is
in this car.
Massachusetts Avenue.
Where's the marijuana coming
Destination of
from?
this train is
So someone on this car is definitely smoking pot. I just can't tell where
Ruggles.
or who it is, but
Destination of this train
man,
is
I'm getting a headache from that stuff.
Hills. Next stop, Green Street. Doors will open on the left.
That creep was cackling like a demon. Maybe he smoked too much pot and it's going to his brain. Oh no, wait, that's exactly what's happening. Because this entire train car smells like a giant weed factory. And it's coming from that end of the car.
This is Green Street.
So it's a little cool out right now. It's around 12:40 a.m. on what is now Wednesday, September 11th. Wow, 9/11. And I would normally be a little chilly, but I'm actually appropriately dressed, surprisingly enough. I'm wearing like a 3/4 length sweater, and that actually seems to work. It is keeping me warm, even though it's maybe 62, 63 degrees right now, which is completely seasonal for this time of year. It's not too cold, it's just a little cool, that's all. I mean, we're still in early September, but this is when it starts to get a little cooler during the day and at night. It's not like 90 degrees anymore, or even 80. It's like in the 70s during the day, 60s at night, depending. Wow, only one? That's disappointing. Where the hell are the rest of this psycho scum, career asswipe, hate stalking traffic trolls that normally converge in large numbers all at once at this intersection whenever I happen to exit the train station and try to cross the street? Where the hell are all those cars? It's so quiet. You know why it's quiet? Because that's how it always is around here. Anytime after 8 or 9 p.m., this place and this entire area is completely dead. There are no stores, no restaurants, no cafes that are open anytime after like 6 or 7 in this area, not just in this corner, but in this area. This is a cafe that opens at like 6 a.m. and they close at like 6 or 7 p.m. So after that, there's nothing in this corner that could possibly attract like 50 cars all at once at that intersection at 1 in the morning, which it is now almost 1 in the morning. It's actually a nice evening, even though it's a little cool. I would say it's right around 62 or 63. I mean, if you can wear a sweater like this and not be cold, then it's still fairly moderate temperature-wise. And I had no more food in my apartment, so even though I had to take a 3-hour shower because somebody kept flipping the hot and cold water to the shower that I was using without me even touching the knob, and they did that for 2.5 hours, as the same psycho scum, career asswipe, hate stalking filth named Jasmine Arizari has been doing that to my shower in my unit for years, and now she's doing it to the shower in the common bathroom. This piece of shit seems to move around a lot. She likes to stalk people, as I've been informed, and according to the Boston Police, she's a psychopath who has done some bad things and is not a nice person. Yeah, I'll say. She tries to contaminate the water to my tap, and then when she can't do that, she literally just causes the hot and cold water to flip around every few minutes. So the water is going from ice cold to blazing hot to ice cold to blazing hot to ice cold to blazing hot constantly for 2 hours. So I kept having to jump out because you cannot rinse off in water that is boiling hot. And you also can't rinse off in water that's ice cold. And it never went warm. Anyway, Oleg Alexeyev of the Greenville Group has admitted that she is doing stuff for them. As he put it, she is so talented, because I said she's a hacker. She keeps like remotely disabling all my electronic devices when I try to use them to report her activities and send emails and make phone calls. He's like, oh, she's so good. She can hack into anything. She can take care of anything. So he basically admitted she's a career fixer for the Greenville Group, and he's using her services. He also said, oh, when she's done here, I'll make sure she's properly taken care of, because she's completely criminally insane. And he does not seem to be doing much about that. He seems to be exploiting it, not trying to solve it. Greenville also seems to be completely incapable of providing outdoor lighting in their doorways. So even though that doorway has a light, none of the other ones do. Oh, this is interesting. All the outdoor lights on this side of the building have been shut off since I last left, as have those. So when I left the building earlier this evening, just an hour and a half ago, those lights were on and now they're all off. How convenient. Those lights were on and now they're all off. How convenient. That's very weird and creepy, because now this entire building is completely dark, as are these doorways. And guess what? I bet there's some psycho scum, career asswipe, hate stalking, ghetto filth loitering and creeping in those doorways. Isn't that the whole point of shutting off all the lights to this entire building? Oh, and the lights in the parking lot are off too. Check this out, guys. Somebody in the last hour and a half shut the lights off to this entire building. There are no lights in the parking lot either. Well, that's weird. Is there a power outage all of a sudden? How strange. Look at this. Wow. I left the building at 11:15 p.m. It is now 12:45 a.m. I just had to get a few things. Had no more food. And look at this. Somebody has completely shut off all of the outdoor lights to both of these buildings in the last hour and a half. Huh. Look at this. It's completely dark. Wow. Interesting. I wonder why anybody would suddenly turn off all the lights to both buildings. Between 11:15 p.m. and 12:45 a.m., someone who has access to all of the lights on the outside of both of these buildings just shut off all of the lights. All of them. Not a single outdoor light bulb is on right now along the back of this building, the back of this building, the side of this building, and the side of this building, including in the doorways. There's no lights in the doorways either. The only light that's on is that one street light, that lone street light right there that you see. And now my camera's not focusing. That's strange. Wow, talk about career scum of epic proportions. I mean, if they're trying to scare me, this isn't working. I'm standing here recording the fact that these criminal asswipes are so criminal that between 11:15 this evening and 12:45 a.m., which it is right now, someone who has access to the outdoor lighting for both of these buildings has deliberately shut them completely off. All of the lights are off, including in the parking lot, which normally is completely lit up regardless of what time of the day or day of the week it is or what the weather is. Check this out. Not a single light is on in this parking lot. Not a single light is on along the side of this building. Not a single light is on along the side of this building or in the back. So what you're seeing right there is the light on the front of the 191 Green Street building that's kind of shining out towards the side. And what you're seeing there is an actual street lamp that has nothing to do with the Greenville group. But there's no outdoor light anywhere along this building or the back. And there's no outdoor light anywhere along the side of this building or in the back. And there was when I left the building at 11:15, which was an hour and a half ago. So that's just very strange. Very creepy, and apparently for the Greenville group, very convenient because they do house large numbers of involuntarily celibate, aggressive, mentally disturbed, behaviorally challenged criminals, almost all males, who like to lurk and loiter around this building complex at all hours of the day and night. And I'm kind of sensing an ambush here, although I'm standing in the middle of the street. So if they want to get to me, they'll have to run out in the middle of the street first. Look, it's completely dark along the back of this building. Normally there is some kind of lighting right here. There isn't. And when I left the building earlier tonight, I actually had my video recorder on, and I recorded the fact that there was lights along the side of the 5 Union Ave building, and now it's completely dark. That there were lights in the parking lot because I exited the building through the back and into the parking lot, and now those lights are completely off. Oh, am I hearing one of the career ghetto trash asswipe hate stalkers? Oh, what do you know? Here comes the filth. They've got serious issues with women, these asswipes. They can't leave women alone. They're probably standing at the front of the 191 Green Street building right now, just hate stalking. That's all they do. It's probably Charles Thomas, that piece of shit that won't leave women alone.